Wow, good morning, YouTube family. What up, what up, what up? So what are we getting into today? To be quite simple and honest with you, we are going to be installing the clutch and brake pedal assembly, as well as probably break my wide body kit because I'm getting a new one. So long story short, I have some great news. I might have a new partnership or sponsorship, however you want to call it, lined up within the next like 2 weeks. We'll see. But let's just put it this way. New wheels will have to be ordered in a very, very, very aggressive spec. Probably like 12 wide rear, 10.5, 11 wide front. We'll see. But without further ado, I'm going to put the camera down and I'll pick it back up in a second. All right, so I broke my tripod. So you guys are going to have to sit on the car for this while I do the unboxing. You know, because that's just how we do things around here, you know? We do things very, very wrong. Why do I have a knife somewhere out in the driveway? Don't ask me. I don't know. Hey, also found a hammer. Probably need that. Probably don't. Okay. So today's video, in case I already haven't said, because, you know, I tend to do things backwards here. It is the clutch pedal install. So I wasn't originally going to film this, but I decided to because I'm kind of lacking on updating you guys on my build, and every time I come back to film something, I'm like further along than I was prior from the last video I filmed. So let's just we don't need that. This is what we need. Okay, so the guy I ordered this off of on eBay. Alright, so the guy I ordered this off, the pedal assembly off of on eBay, was very nice enough to give me the clutch master that is fully attached already to the pedal assembly. I do currently have, so if you're not familiar with technically how to manual swap a vehicle, or if you are familiar but you just don't know how to do it on a 335i, roughly the autos and the manuals come with different brake pedals. So as you see on the manual, it's a lot smaller, which when I uninstall mine, I'll show you. And then, which gives enough room for your foot to then slide to the clutch pedal, which is right here. And if you're not familiar either, which I'm still kind of new to this, it is a quick disconnect line, right, if it decides to focus not on me, not on my face, right there. So that's a quick disconnect line, which BMW does on a lot of things. I have to figure out how to... I'll just have to order a new one, which I was trying to see if I had it at AutoZone, but they don't. Here, that has a red cap on it, just goes, runs through the firewall up, and it taps into the brake master. There's a little like a little cylinder pocket, however you want to call it, that's on the brake master, that once you fill it to a certain point, starts to overflow, which then creates pressure for this, and then runs from this line, which I also have to connect from this line to the 300ZX slave line. So that's going to be fun. And that is a screw-on fitting. So I might be able to get away with just taking, like getting the stock line right here for the disconnect, ordering it, and then just chopping it off lower, like in a spot that I know I could reach to the slave cylinder of the 300ZX, and then just flare it, install the fitting, and then I should be done. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy. I know the way I did the swap is not like fundamentally advised because I didn't feel like spending $10,000 on a swap. I did it the easy and affordable way. So, hate me if you want, love me if you want, but my car is basically done at this point. So, because I have to eventually, like before I could even drive the car, I have to get that clutch line, or the clutch master line, or that line. So before I could even do anything, I have to get that clutch line routed from the clutch master, or the clutch pedal. I don't even know how BMW would say it, but traditionally it'd be from the master down. But with this, it is from the pedal or the clutch pedal. I have to get that routed. And to get that routed, I have to... So let me get my light. So as you see, I don't know if you can see it, but like right there on my finger line, there's a line I use the knife to cut, so that I'm able to pull that back, because there's 3 grommets that you can use depending on the line that you're going to use. So I'm going to use probably the grommet right traditionally where behind the gas pedal would be. So there's a line that goes from up here that goes down and wraps around and goes through the grommet. So let me see if I can actually pull that back real quick and show you. Because, you know, okay, so you see there's that grommet right there that has no cord. That's just a thing. So that grommet right there is what the clutch line goes through. So I would traditionally have to remove the whole pedal assembly, but because, you know, I'm a master cutter, let me get that backed up, you guys. So because I'm a master cutter, you wouldn't even know, I think. But you guys get the hint. So clutch pedal's in. So I just have to get the clutch line routed to the slave that is on the Z32 trans. Gas pedal. All right, so now that the clutch pedal and brake pedal are in, that saves me a lot of time with everything else. I currently got a bolt breaker because I needed it to, let me move out, like, okay, so motor's in, headers are actually in, they're bolted up. I went to AutoZone and grabbed some GM header bolts, which surprisingly they carry on shelf, and I don't even know why I didn't know that since I used to be a manager there, but yeah. So I need to get these header bolts off, or not header bolts, the down pipe. Traditionally, I need to get these 3 bolts off. That way I can throw the hood on, just over there. So I can throw the hood on and then get the measurement placement of where I need to cut for the intake. I was gonna originally run the LS1 or LS3 intake, or all the traditional LS intake. But because of the way I have the truck accessories routed, I see no point, because even if I did get a low pro intake, which the LS one, the alternator would be pushing out, and I don't want people to say, oh, look at this turbo. Oh, look at this turbo. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is. And then technically, I could throw the front clip on. Made me think about that. But yeah, so I could throw the front clip on. Wiring harness from Holly was on back order until today, so that should come in. Hopefully, I don't know when they're gonna ship that since back order is no longer there. Still need to get the shifter installed, and the shifter hole cut just a little bit to accommodate the shifter location. But fundamentally, the car's done. Oh, also, to show you guys something, let me go ahead and, so because I'm fully committing to this, I'm gonna do it. Nah, I was gonna be a butthole about it. Honestly, no one wants to, no one wants to buy it, so. Because I will be getting a new surprise. You guys probably hear what that is. Let me get this camera placed. So let me see if I can, okay, there you go. So as you see, I look very big or small. This is my rear over fender. So let me put this right there. All right, so as you guys can see, here's my line that I have fed up. The line that came with the clutch pedal assembly when I ordered it was too short, so luckily I had some extra line laying around. So I ran it up, and what you see right here, there's a nipple right here, and there's a nipple right here. So what you're gonna do, and it's kind of hard to see, but there's a chamber inside here, okay? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut this to the preferred line you need, cut the nipple off, as you see, like right here. It's got that little fitting as like the old school juice boxes have that used to twist off. So you're gonna cut it just a little bit back because it's got a barb on it. And that's where the line's gonna like sit all the way up against. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut mine and then connect the line, and then that'll basically be it for today's video. You know, that way you guys at least got to see the motor all the way in the car on its own weight, in the placement that it's gonna be. You know, engine base painted and everything. Still have to get those off. Probably gonna resort to getting the right size socket, which I don't have yet, because apparently all my sockets are just growing legs and disappearing. But yeah, so I know it was a short video, but I do appreciate you guys for sticking along and watching, you know, and if you did get to the end of it. So I do appreciate you guys sticking, you know, it out to the end of the video. Sometimes the videos are kind of long. Today's one might be a little short, depending on how I have it edited. So thank you for taking the time to watch and getting all the way to the end of the video. And you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.